When I was a girl, I dreamt of becoming a mom. When I was only 23 years old, I thought my hopes and dreams for my future were over when I was diagnosed with breast cancer. My hopes and dreams of becoming a wife, being married, becoming a mom, I thought those dreams were over. At first, I was devastated to lose a breast when I was so young, but I knew quickly that if it meant saving my life, then it was a small price to pay. I was willing to do whatever it took to gain back my future and my hopes and my dreams. Thankfully for me, all of the cancer intervention worked, and 5 years later, I was diagnosed cancer-free. I had gotten married, and we were talking about starting a family. 2 years later, I welcomed my first child, a daughter. Just before I found out I was expecting, my best friend passed away just after we turned 30. My daughter has the honor of carrying her name. I felt so lucky to be a mom, and I felt even luckier when I found out that I was expecting a second daughter. But life does not always carry out the way you think it will. And once again, 12 years later, I was diagnosed with breast cancer again. I was only 35 years old. My daughters had just turned 2 and 4 when I received the devastating news that this breast cancer was even more aggressive and more advanced. I would endure 18 months of cancer treatment, the harshest treatment available, in hopes of saving my life. And again, I was very fortunate and so lucky that all the treatment worked, and I survived. Sadly, my marriage did not. As devastating as divorce has been, I am grateful for each and every day I have with my girls. Every day is a precious new gift, a new day to create wonderful memories with my daughters. When I was fighting cancer, I hoped and prayed that I would just live long enough that they might remember me. Then I hoped and prayed that they would actually know me. Now, 8 years later, after my second diagnosis and 20 years since my first, I am so thankful, I'm so grateful to be here, even when times are hard, when the struggles are many, and when life is difficult. Even those days, I am happy to be alive, to endure everything life has to bring me. I choose to see joy in everything, brightness in each new day, and I decide to be happy. Fighting cancer was incredibly hard, but totally worth it. When I was suffering and in pain, I knew that one day I wanted and needed my girls to know that their mommy had done everything she could to fight to stay there for them, even if I was the one who got to tell them 15 to 20 years later. Now, taking care of myself means taking the best care of their mommy.